Hi there. This is going to be a demonstration of a variation of an overhead press with a dumbbell using lightweight to get that last bit of extension to get as full a reach as possible through the shoulder and all the muscles around the shoulder complex here, around the shoulder blades and the upper back, and a little bit pulling up through the chest. It's very hard to trigger that for a lot of people. So this is a low weight, high repetition programming sort of sequence right here. I've got a 5-pound weight. I wouldn't go too much heavier with this, at least at the beginning. And make sure you have the range of motion. I would recommend using the wall so you can actually feel your shoulder and shoulder blade move up and down. It's one arm at a time so that you can really focus on any sort of imbalance between both arms and get the maximum reach with one arm at a time. So basically it's like this. I'm going to lean my upper back against the wall. My feet are forward a little bit. And I've just got one hand free and the other hand's going to lift. You start with full range of motion. So I've got my elbow at my side, my hands at my shoulders. I got a full bend. And then as I reach up, I'm going to straighten the arm, but take it even further. Reach up from the shoulder, shrug up and bring the shoulder to the ear. And you should feel all this stretching along the rib cage and through the armpit, and really press the arm up as high as you can. Hold at the top at least for a full second, and then come all the way down. And so it's back and forth like that. And I would recommend doing this probably at least every other day, maybe every 3 days, something like that, just to start to trigger the muscles. And again, you're not trying to overload the muscles with too much weight, but you're trying to get into that position so those little muscles have to work and get used to the idea of working. So I'm going to recommend something building up to a total of something like 25 reps on each side minimum, maybe up to 50. And you want to take this back and forth so that the muscles actually burn. So you're going to fatigue them a little bit, but this isn't going to be the most intense sort of fatigue. It's more just about being able to integrate those little muscles into the rest of the shoulder to make things work when you're upside down eventually. So again, I'm going to have this against the wall. My shoulder blades are touching, and then I'm starting with the weight at my shoulder. So from here, I'm going to start with the elbow down and then bring this up. Now I'm not just going for straight arm. I'm going for the shoulder at the ear, shrugging up as high as possible, and then coming back down, and that's 1. Again, shoulder to the ear, up for 2, hold, and bring it back down. Shoulder to the ear, up for 3, hold, and then come back down. Shoulder to the ear, up for 4, hold, and then come back down. Shoulder to the ear, up for 5, hold, and then come back down. I'm already feeling some of the fatigue, so I'm just going to switch arms out and bring it to the point where I can go back and forth for a much higher level of repetitions within the whole session. So from here, on my left arm, starting from the shoulder. Shoulder to the ear, up for 1, hold, and then come back down. Shoulder to the ear, up for 2, hold, and then back down. Shoulder to the ear, up for 3, hold, and then back down. And then again, shoulder to the ear, up for 4, hold, and then come back down. Shoulder to the ear, up for 5, hold, and then back down. And if I was going to go for a full 50 repetitions, I'd just go 5 on one side, 5 to the other. It would be 10 sets total, and just keep it steady, one arm to the next. And each time, keep in mind, especially if you get tired, take a little break in between, because you want to be sure when you're lifting that you're not just coming up just to bust out reps, but you're actually getting that fuller reach, and you're reaching up as high as you can, like a kid trying to get up to a cookie jar at the top of a cupboard, something like that, and really just motivated to reach for the maximum, because that is where you're trying to build the strength. All those little muscles to the very end of the range that don't usually work when you're actually, or they're hard to get working when you just start coming upside down, or really just start playing with the range of motion in your arms and seeing how far that can actually take you. But anyway, hope this helps.